Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
All right. First off, we want to start off by giving all glory, praise, and honor unto
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem,
Ruach
Ruach
Kadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do well. All right. Shalom to the angels, as well as the sincere Akim and Akwafim that are pushing this truth in sincerity. All right. We are the Hebrew Israelites down here in Savannah, Georgia. All right. We come out day in. We make videos day in and day out. We come out every week to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom called America, aka Babylon. All right. I want to start off with some news updates. All right. Right now, the hot topic is this ongoing tensions with Iran that America has. All right. You got the Pentagon is proposing to send what 10,000 soldiers over to the Middle East. Okay. And right now the ruler over there in Iran has said they're not gonna surrender, even if they get fired on with missiles. All right. So the Lord is putting the spirit on these kingdoms to go to war with each other. All right. And ultimately, we know that's gonna lead to World War III. All right.
And that's the thing, man, because even on the way, they already got aircraft carriers on the way. They got bombing planes on the way. You know, so the thing popping off. You know, so now it's time to come into the truth, because this thing getting hot now, man. We at the end now. We can see it. If you in the spirit, you can tell like this is the end, man. We that's why we got to push more and do more videos. You know, bring that spirit.
Can you get Ezekiel 3 and 17? All right, because you know these people are gonna realize, you know, unfortunately, when it's too late, that they should have been out here with a pen and a pad and a pencil, you know, taking heed to the prophets. All right.
Say 3 and 17.
Yep.
All right. Ezekiel 3 and 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the words at my mouth, and give them warning from me.
And that's what we're doing right now. All right. We're giving you warning. All right. You know, we're warning you that the RFID chip is coming. All right. That this biometric technology spells the RFID chip. That this 5G technology spells the RFID chip. We're warning you that World War III is coming. All right. And the Lord set up prophets to do so. All right. But these people aren't listening.
Because they want somebody speaking to them smooth things. They don't want to hear about what the prophecy that's about to come, America being destroyed. They don't want to hear about that, because why? They love wickedness. They love being in this wicked, filthy kingdom, man. You know, because Esau for a little bit of money, Esau give him something. Give him something to eat. You go eat your Burger King, you know, your McDonald's, and you know, and all that food got low vibration on it. But Jake, he okay with that, man. He okay with that. He done been beat down so much, he ain't got no fight left in him. You know? That's why the men of the Lord, the elect, are standing up, you know, saying, letting people know, like, this is the way to go.
All right. This is Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. All right. So, you know, this is not our first time doing this. All right. You know, our spirits have lived many centuries and prophesied against many kingdoms. All right. So this is not something new. You know, people want to say, oh, this is y'all new cult, new religion. Nah, we've been doing this since the beginning of time. All right. People prophesied the downfall of Rome, Greece. You know, we prophesied many kingdoms to fall. All right, America is just the next one up.
All right. I got a precept for you. 1 Corinthians 14:1. Follow after charity and desire spiritual gifts, but rather that ye may prophesy. And that's what I'm telling you, man. Rather that you prophesy, you know, because a lot of pastors not telling you about these coming calamities. But the men of the Lord, from starting a great millstone on down, you know, the ones that coming up under that banner, they letting you know that these times we about to come in is going to be worse than anything you ever seen before, worse than slavery, worse than any situation you ever been in before. And it will behoove you to come in this truth and get right, man. Because if not, man, you're going to be caught out there, man. You know, you're going to be caught out there in those famines, those race wars, those concentration camps, guillotines, you know. There's a lot of different calamities coming into to America. Babylon the Great.
I got this is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. All right, and that's what the Ark was just saying. You know, this day is going to be the worst day ever. All right, you think you had some bad days, but this day is going to be the worst day ever, man. All right.
Well, Jake don't see it though, cause Jake can't see what's about to happen, man. And you know, all thing Jake want to do is come out and watch NBA playoffs, you know, and sit around the TV, man, and talk about girls that he used to be with. You know, that's all they want to talk about, and talk about this fake money that they getting out here in this society, man. You know, but when them prophecies kick in, that money ain't gonna do you no good. You know, the only money you gonna have is these riches that you was putting up with these scriptures, man. That's the only money that's gonna count. Cause we using our spiritual bank account right now. You know,
storing up those treasures.
Yeah, I'm about to get Daniel. All right. Daniel 12:1. All right. Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. You know, and that's the elect, the 144,000 and the 1/3. They're gonna be saved out of it. But everybody else, they're gonna be caught up in those calamities. They'll be caught up in that nuclear fire from those ICBM missiles. And they're gonna be caught out there in the famine, you know? But that's why we doing this work, because we fear the Heavenly Father. We fear the judgment that's about to come, you know?
All right. And, you know, like you were saying, you know, these things are about to come down, man. These prophecies are ramping up, all right? You know, the elder apostle, I want to say Gabar, you know, I was just watching a video and he was going into, this is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, for the vision is not yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, all right, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. All right. So that's what's happened, man. You know, a lot of wars have happened before, okay, but that wasn't the time. All right. World War II happened. You know, World War I. You know, things got rough here in America. You know, but the Lord was saving what's about to come for the end. All right, and it's now speaking. Okay. With them sending these troops over into the Middle East, these prophecies are speaking now. All right. Let's see if there's more on that. Behold, his soul which is lifted up, and is upright in him, but the just shall live in faith, by his faith. All right, and that's what we're doing. We have faith that through these, you know, even though we're prophesying the downfall of this country, we have faith that the Lord is going to save us out of them. All right? You know, we won't be destroyed in World War III. You know, we won't be drafted. You know, these things won't come upon the men of the Lord.
All right. And that's what the Lord say, man. He say that he gonna help you out of all these things. And the Lord cannot tell a lie. You know, if he said it, it's gonna happen. And that's what I got a precept. Malachi 3:6. For I am Yahweh, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. And that's why he say ye sons of Jacob. Because this ain't for anybody else but Israel. If you're not an Israelite, if your line to go back to Israelite, then you're gonna be destroyed, or you're gonna be taken up into slavery. You elites, you're gonna be taken up in slavery if your line don't go back to Israelite. You know, this message is only for the blacks, your Native Americans, and you Hispanic tribe. That's it, man. You know.
I was just gonna jump to verse 12 of Habakkuk chapter 2. All right, it says, "Woe unto him that build a town with blood and establish a city with iniquity." All right, and that's what America is built on. It's built on blood. You know, this land has been established through iniquity, through stealing. All right, through false dealings. All right, you know, here we are in America. They have taken this land from the Mexicans, so-called Mexicans and Hispanics and the Native Americans, and now they want to try to kick the Mexicans out. You know, deporting people. How can you deport someone from a land that you stole from them? All right, that's wickedness. You know, that's straight blasphemy, man.
That's how you know Esau is the wicked, man. Because all they say all the thief do is come but to rob, steal, and kill, man. You know, and that's what he doing, man. He come to kill every place he got it by unrighteous dealings, man. You know, having that forked tongue. You know, he'll come in and he'll tell you one thing and do something else. You know, and that's Esau. That's Esau MO. That's so-called white man's MO. You know, that's how we know who you are in the Bible.
And that's why we call you the devil.
That's why we call you the devil. You know. Matthew 24:3. And as he sat upon the mountain of Olives, the disciples came to him privately, saying, Tell us when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and the end of the world? And you know, that's not the end of the world per se, because you know all it is a change of rulership. Because the earth abideth forever. They tell you that in Ecclesiastes 1:4. The earth abideth forever. You know? Alright. Matthew 24:5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Yahweh, and shall deceive many, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And that's what you hear. With Iran, you hearing of rumors of wars, you know? And that's what's going on, man. Everybody doing it, moving their chess pieces, man. But the Lord, he moving the major chess pieces, man. You know, because he's saying Esau up, man, because his pride done lifted him up, man. I'm going to finish it off. Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows.
The beginning of sorrows, man. All right, and that's the time that we're about to enter into. All right.
And that's nation against nation, because you know you got Iran, Russia, America. That's nation against nation, man. You know, rumors of wars. You got the pestilence. You got the measles outbreak that just happened. You know, that's just the different things, the different prophecies coming to pass, man. And we in some beautiful times because we seeing these prophecies come to pass now. You know.
This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, just to piggyback off your precept. 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, and verse 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and thou And when thou seest the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. All right, and that's what's happening now. You know, you're starting to see these more and more chariot sightings. All right, you know, which the world ignorantly calls UFOs. We call them IFOs. You know, we know that those are identified, all right, as the chariots of the Most High. All right.
And you got the Pentagon coming out, having a disclosure, letting you know that they got footage of UFOs. You know, even the Pentagon letting out information now.
I'm gonna keep going. All right. This is verse 3. It says, "Therefore, when thou shalt see earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world." All right, and earthquakes are happening almost every day now. All right, you may not hear about them, but they're happening every day. All right, you know, in Missouri they just had a tornado come through a town, and they said that the damage was catastrophic. All right, and we're talking about Missouri, one of the most racist places in America. All right, that's judgment. You know.
So that's what the Lord say. He have his way in the storms, you know, and that's how the Lord pass our judgment, man.
All right, and this is verse 4. It says, "Then thou shalt understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, the end is manifest." All right, so that's what's happening, man. All right, the end is being made manifest daily. All right, with these prophecies. All right, the Most High is bringing in fruition what we're speaking, you know, through these scriptures. All right.
And that's what's gonna happen, man. When that mark of the beast hit, man, all these prophecies gonna speed up, you know, because they already sending chess pieces in the Middle East, you know. So when that mark of the beast come, everybody gonna see the everything what Great Millstone and the Akim that was coming up under that banner was saying was true, you know. Then they should know a prophet was amongst them, Ezekiel 33 and 33, you know, because all these prophecies gonna start making sense, you know. And by that time, they're going to come looking for the men of the Lord, but you're not going to be able to find them. They're going to be taken off the highways and byways, you know? So now you got to try to go ahead and put this thing together with nobody that break it down and explain it to you. You know, when you had a chance to come out here on the highways and byways. Like me and the Ark always say, we're in Savannah and we only got two brothers out here, you know? One up and coming, you know? So you got to think about the times that you're in. Like you say, measure the time diligently in itself, you know, because that's the thing we're wrong with Jake, man. They don't want to. They don't know the times that they're in. They don't know when the times of war. You know, this is a time of war now. It's not no time to be laid back watching the NBA playoffs. It's okay to watch that, but you also need to be trying to get this information, this knowledge, wisdom, understanding.
It's true. You know, you gotta have that focus, man. All right, that laser focus, man, on the end goals and the end times. You got anything you want to bring up?
John 10 and 27. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me, and I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. And that's what the Lord say, man. The sheep hear his voice. Like the elect, they gonna hear this sweet song and they gonna come running to it, man. You know? They gonna come out and start taking notes. They gonna come out here on the highways and byways. But these other Israelites, they not gonna try to figure out what's going on. They're not gonna be measuring the time diligently. Because why? They in their kingdom. They in their kingdom with Esau right now. They love the so-called white man. You can't even say nothing wrong about the so-called white man. You can't even call him the devil without them taking up for him. You know? Because why? Those are the curses. Your eye should be evil towards your brother. You know? You don't see the so-called white man and his people fighting with each other. You know? They be trying to uplift each other. You know? You even know it when you're on a job. You go to a job got another so-called white man, Esau, come in. You know, they building him up, moving him on up the ladder. You know, but the first time when a Jake get a job, they don't want nobody else to make the same money they make. You know, they want to try to keep you down because that's your eye being evil towards your brother.
That crab in the barrel mentality.
Con. Alright, Jude 14:3. I will therefore put you in remembrance, though you once knew this, how that the Lord, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterwards destroyed them that believe not. And that's how some of you jakes is. Y'all believe not, man. No matter how much we break it down, how much we tell you are the sons of God, Yasharala, you don't want to get it. You don't want to come into this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, because why you got somebody that look just like you teaching you, you know? We don't wear suits and ties. We don't wear wingtip shoes, you know? You all about judging a man from his outward appearance. But then when we open our mouth, all this knowledge and wisdom start coming out through Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, you know? Because it ain't of us, it's of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, you know? And like I always say, man, you got a brother that come into this truth, and in about 3 or 4 years, he done surpassed a preacher that been in the church house for 40 years, man. You know, guys, because the preachers, they got no breakdown. They got nothing about prophecy. You know, it's really church is just somewhere for them to go and feel good. You know, jump around, sing, dance, and go on back to the house, you know. And all of them talking about a water baptism, no, you baptized by this word, you know. First, they always say, oh, you need to be born again, you need to get in this water and get baptized. No, man, because you're going to come out just a wet devil.
Is open, you know, the gate of repentance is open to Israel, to our people, you know, but we don't want it, you know. And this is Second Ezra, chapter 8, and verse 55. It says, "And therefore ask thou no more question concerning the multitude of them that perish." All right, so we don't even have to feel sorry for you, you know. We don't have to ask no questions about how you gonna, you know. Will he have mercy on you? You know, is he gonna, you know, how he gonna have your death be? You know, it's gonna be a peaceful death. No, we don't have to worry about that because you had a chance. All right, every one of us had a chance to hear this word. All right, it says, "For when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High. Thought of scorn his law and forsook his ways." All right, so y'all have forsaken the covenant that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai have made with the children of Israel, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right, our people are stiff-necked and hard-headed, you know, and ultimately it's because of Esau. But you know, at the same time, you have the liberty to break the chains. You have the same opportunity that we had to hear this word. You know, you had a chance to answer the phone call. All right.
And that's how you know that's prophecy, because the Lord said that would happen. You know, that we were going to fall away from our heritage. Jeremiah 17:4. "And thou, even thyself, shall be discontinued from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever." You know, and that's what the Lord did, man. You know, he took us away from our customs. You know, took us away from calling on him by his name, because he took his name away. And that's why you got so-called black Americans, so-called Native Americans, so-called Hispanics calling the Lord Jesus Christ, when his name is Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. You know, they don't call on him by the right name, and then they quick to say, "Oh, you blaspheming the name of the Lord." No, you blaspheme the name of the Lord by calling him Jesus Christ, and his name is Yahweh Shah, man. We call him on him by his right name so that he will hear us, you know. Because if you don't call somebody by their right name, they're not gonna hear you. They're not gonna turn around and look. You know. But now we coming back into this knowledge, wisdom, understanding. You know, we finding our customs back. We holding the high holy days. You know, we keeping the Sabbath to the best of our ability. You know, turning back to righteousness. And just like the Apostle Tahar said, man, Great Millstone has turned many men back to righteousness, man. You know. Because most people, they try to go in and say, well, I'm gonna follow my heart and this and that. But the scriptures say your heart is deceitful above all things. You know, I'm gonna get that scripture real quick. Jeremiah 17:9. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? And we know when you look up that word heart, it go back to laws, means your mind, you know? And your mind is wicked above all things, man. You know? Because that's the thing about Jake. His name go back to Jacob. And when you look at that name Jacob, it go back to supplanter, you know? And Jacob will utterly try to supplant every one of his brothers, man. He gonna try to get over them. You know, that's his thing, to get over on you. You got every Israelite, they out there with some type of hustle. You know? And that's how you know who our people is, man, because they always hustling and scheming, always trying to come up with a way to get over. Same thing with you Hispanics, same thing with you Native Americans, man. And that's the thing the apostle said, like, the tribe of Gad, you need to wake up, man. You North American Indians, you Gadites need to wake up, man, and come back to this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, man. Because Apostle Gabar was going into the lesson talking about we need to start sending more calls out to the North American tribe, to Gad, man. Because Gad just sitting in the back, you know, on the reservations, you know, not trying to get this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And they need to come back to their power, you know. Because at the end of the day, ain't what the thing they worship, the totem pole or whatever, you know, that ain't gonna help you, man. You know, you got to call on Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man.
All right, I was gonna get this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 7 and verse 10. And I said, is it so, Lord? Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion, because for their sakes I made the world. And when Adam transgressed my statutes, and then was a decree that is now Salaki. Then was decreed that now is done. All right. So, man, that's what the author's going into. You know, ultimately this world was made for the Native Americans. It was made for the blacks and the Hispanics. All right, we've been going off. All right, we've been trying to do our own thing, trying to worship totem poles. You know, worshiping what's his name? Serapis Christos. All right, you know, trying to join Islam. You know, these false religions. And ultimately it's led to our destruction. All right, and every day, every week we come out, we put out a call, we cry. You know, we out here sobbing and crying for y'all, man. All right, that y'all would get this knowledge.
Yeah, I got a precept too. All right, Proverbs 1:20. Wisdom cried without. She uttered her voice in the streets. She cried in the chief places of concourse. In the openings of the gates, in the city she uttered her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit upon you. I will make known my words unto you, because I have called, and ye refuse. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regard. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, with none of my reproof. I will also laugh at your calamities. I will mock when your fear cometh. And that's the Lord going. He gonna laugh at at your calamity. He gonna mock when your fear comes. And how he gonna do it? He gonna do it through the prophets that he set up. You know, because we gonna laugh when that calamity comes. Because we was out here on these highways and byways. We was calling. We was setting forth, putting out this truth. pushing it forward, but nobody came out, you know. So in that time, the Lord he's gonna turn his head, man, and he gonna laugh, you know.
Because the Lord ultimately has that indignation, all right, to you 2/3 and the rest of America, all right. And what is that indignation? That's that perfect hatred, you know. And this is Psalms chapter 139 and verse. I'm gonna start at verse 19. It says, "Surely thou wilt slay the wicked, O Yahweh. Depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men, for they speak against thee wickedly, and thy enemies take thy name in vain. Do not I hate them, O Yahweh, that hate thee? Am I not grieved with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with a perfect hatred. I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them my enemies." All right, and that's what y'all basically are, man. All right, we hate y'all, man, with perfect hatred. All right, you 2/3, you know, you niggas out here that don't want to get right, we hate you, man. All right, with a perfect hatred. You know, you Edomites, you know, we gotta, you know, everyone want to say, oh, y'all some angry black men. All right, we got a reason to be angry, man. You know, all you satisfied, happy black men, man, y'all should be angry right now. All right, y'all have had everything taken from you, man. Your history, you don't know who you are. So how can you know where you're going? All right, we know where we're going. We know we're going back to the kingdom. You know, we can see the end.
You know, we have hope, man. You know, a lot of them jakes, man, they have no hope, man. All they get hope is in this the FRINs, man. You know, that fake money system that Esau got together, man. About them crooked bankers, you know. These rich elites, man, that's all that they got their hope in, man. So when that money fails, when there's no food out there, you know, what they got to rely on, man. You know, they got nothing to rely on. And that perfect hatred that David, because that was King David talking. You know, he hate them that hate you, you know what I'm saying? And that was one of the most righteous men that the Lord had, you know? And he say he hate them with a perfect hatred, you know? Alright. I got Ezekiel 30:1. No, Isaiah 30:1. Salaki. "Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin." And that's what they doing, man. They taking a covering, but not of the Lord, you know, because they following behind, like the ox says, Serapis Christos, you know, somebody that totally created, you know. They not taking on Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's name, and they keep adding sin upon sin. But you try to tell them they got that holy than thou spirit. You can't teach me nothing, you know. I've been preaching for 10 years, you know. And the whole time you've been learning wrong, you know. You have no breakdowns, you have no understanding. So it will make sense for you to come up under the great millstone, you know.
This is Philippians chapter 2 and verse 12. It says, "Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only." All right, so that's talking about just having integrity. You know, what are you doing when no one is watching? You know, because ultimately the Heavenly Father is always watching. All right. It says, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. All right. For it is Yahweh which worketh in you, both to will and to do of his good pleasure. All right, and that's what we out here doing, man. You know, the Lord has us out here doing his good pleasure. All right, we are out here to bring forth prophecy, to bring forth fruits, all right, to bring forth that roll, you know, that's bitter and sweet, all right, you know, and it's a sweet smell in his nose, you know. You out here presenting your body as a living sacrifice, you know, you giving up all your worldly lust to come out here and proclaim the name of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, it's a sweet smell, man.
And that's what I was saying. It's a sweet smell. That's why the Lord. That's why a lot of people say I love the Lord. But if you love the Lord, you'll be out here doing this work. You'll be out here on these highways and byways. You'll be uploading videos. You know, building up the building up the brotherhood. You know, trying to come up under wise counsel. You know, and I got a precept. All right, John 14:15. If ye love me, keep my commandments, and I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever. And that other comforter, man, is these scriptures, man. And that's what we go in. We go into these scriptures, you know, when we feeling down or we going through something, we open up these scriptures and we get comforted, man. Because it's Sophia, man, our first love, you know. And the Sophia go back to wisdom. Alright? And it's like even the spirit of truth, which the world cannot receive. You see, the world cannot receive this truth. You know, when you talk to them, it's like you speaking Chinese. You know, just like me and Akim, we up here talking right now, but nobody can understand what we're talking about. You know, because it's not open up to them. Because the Lord has put the slumber of sleep on them that they can't see or they can't hear. All right, whom the world cannot receive, because it seemeth, but because it see him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwell with you and shall be in you. You know, and that's how come we see this truth. We can understand this truth. We have that vision. You know, the Lord had wiped away that I saw, man. You know, so we can see this thing, man. We see what's about to happen to America. We see that that the Lord is about to make His great return on what they would call a UFO, but we know it as an IFO, man. Identified flying object, man. We know what it's gonna be. We know that when these chariots start dancing in the sky, that we're gonna start call hello Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know? But everybody else, they're gonna be scared because the so-called white man got you believing that it's an alien. Cause like what we saying is so strange, but you think it's a lizard riding around in an aircraft. You know? Putting it all on movies, man, making you think that you got little green men running around in a spaceship. That's not true, man. Those are the chariots of the Lord. And if you look at 2 Kings 2:11, it'll tell you they are the chariots of Israel. You know? But you people are so dumbed down through this GMO food, you know, that you can't see this truth, man. You can't, it's not for you.
As the Op was saying, you know, we are true visionaries. All right? When you go into these scriptures, you have to visualize. All right? We visualize the kingdom. Not only do we see the kingdom in ourselves, but we can visualize it through the scriptures. All right? And this is Revelation chapter 21 and verse 2. It says, "And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahweh out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband." All right, that's that Sophia, you know. It says, "And I heard a great voice saying, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh is within men." All right, so that's why we see the kingdom of heaven in the brethren, you know. And when this scripture is talking, it's not talking about a whole city. It's talking about the men, that 144,000 coming down from that chariot. You know, God setting us in our land. All right? And it says, "And he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people. And Yahweh himself shall be with them, and be their God." All right? And that's what's coming, man. You know, that's what the brethren see. All right, we see the kingdom when we out here on the highways and byways. You know, we picture each other up there in that chariot, man. You know? We picture the kingdom of heaven. We are true visionaries. All right? You have a vision and you stick to it. You see it through. And that's what we out here doing, man. We putting forth that diligence so we can see it through.
That's like the scripture always say, what Apostle Gabar always bring out all the time. You without vision, man, you gotta have that vision, man. You know, without vision, man. Roughly paraphrasing, I think it go without vision. Something like I gotta get the scripture, but you got to have that vision, like the Archon was saying, man. And I got a precept, Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. And that's what it is, man. Like I just read that scripture, you know. That's give us hope, man. Give us something to believe in. But like I said before, you other Israelites, you don't have nothing to believe in. You don't have no hope. And that's why they don't. Most Israelites, they be drinking a lot or sitting around smoking a lot of weed, because they have no hope, and that's the only thing that get them a little check out. They get to check out for a little while, you know. They don't have to deal with certain issues, you know.
Galatians chapter 4 and verse 26, it says, but Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all. Right? And that's what that vision is, man. You know, us being free from this place, us being free from the philosophies of Babylon. You know, we were just talking about how you know, having children here, man. You know, no one wants to have children in this place, man, this wicked kingdom, all right? Because your kids are ultimately going to be corrupted, you know, and there's really nothing you can really do about it, you know? Growing up in a kingdom where, you know, it's okay to be homosexual. It's okay to, now they're trying to make it okay for pedophiles, you know? What kind of place is this, man, to raise a child? You know, it's truly a scary thing, you know? That's why we hoping that to be free, you know.
Because you're not free in this kingdom, man. Because you subjected to payment, so you always gonna be a slave. And you born with a birth certificate, you know, and a social security card, you know. So that letting you know that you are property of Esau, the so-called white man, you know. You just in his corporate system, man, and that's all America is a big corporation, you know. That's why everybody think, oh, they signed an emancipation proclamation. The only thing that did was handing you over to a bigger corporation, man. That's all that happened. You just got handed over to a bigger slave owner, man. And they just paying you instead of beating you in the open, you know? But Jake okay with getting that little bit of money, man. He okay with just getting enough, you know? Just barely making it through, you know? Getting up, going to work, doing it all over again. You know, that's hell, man. That's why you know hell is a condition that's played out in earth. You know? There's no lake of fire when you die that you're going to burn forever. No, man, you going through hell right now, man. When you subjected to payments, man, that's hell, man. You know? Not being able to see your children, you know what I'm saying, when you grow up, you know what I'm saying? Just like me and I was saying, a lot of us didn't get that relationship with our fathers, man. You know, because we dealing with those curses, you know?
We out here, basically, man, we desire to be called up. You know, those old Christians, you know, they got that old saying, I'm going to be called up. You know, I'm saved. You know, but they don't even know what they're being saved from. You know? But this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 and verse 17. It says, then we which are alive, all right, and that's how you know the scripture is talking about the 144, all right, and the 1/3 of the children of Israel, all right, because them which are alive, you know, the scriptures talk about the valley of dry bones, all right, you know, them which are alive, because really this place is spiritually dead. You know, we walking in the valley of the shadow of death, All right, all these people are really spiritually dead. That's why the ox said, you know, the only thing Jake got to look forward to is smoking and drinking. You know, and that next check. You know what I'm about with my next check. You know, because everybody is spiritually dead. That's how you know this verse is talking about those who are enlightened by these scriptures. All right, it says, then we which are alive and remain shall be called up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. And so shall we be with Yahweh forever. All right, and that's forever, man. All right, that's what we desire, man. All right, we desire to be called up into the clouds, man.
That's when you really saved.
That's when you come. You got anything?
Yeah. And like the I was saying, this is this where their dead bodies at, man. This is the valley of shadow of death. Revelation 11:8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. And that's where we at, man. This is spiritually Sodom and Egypt, man, because you got homosexuals. You know, you even got mayors that's homosexuals now, man. You got homosexuals teaching your kids. Homosexuals can get married with a license. You know, this is Sodom and Gomorrah, man, and spiritual Egypt, man, the land of bondage, man. You know, and this is where the Lord got crucified at, because why they took down the true image of the Lord, took down who he really was, you know, and put up this Renaissance this Renaissance image of the so-called white man, Serapis Christos, you know. I got one though. Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivers from death. You know, and that's what we doing, man. We doing something righteous. So we hoping to be delivered from death. We hoping to be caught up on one of those chariots, you know? Because the Lord will not forget our labor of love, man. And we gonna keep saying that over and over again, because that's a true statement. You know, the Lord see this hard work you putting forth. Letting the so-called blacks, the so-called Native Americans, and the so-called Hispanic know who they are. You know, you putting clothes on them, you letting them know that who they go back to. You know, not telling them that they are African American. You know, because that's the seed of Ham. You know, but this is a good work that you're doing. You know, you coming out here, you letting your people know who they are. You know, because like even Tahar said all the time, Apostle Tahar said all the time. At least a lot of these other camps, at least they are letting Israel know that they Israel, you know, coming in and bringing them back to remembrance. Because you never know how that might spark a brother to come out here, you know. Revelations, I'm going to start up from the top. Revelation 14:1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads. And I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, and a voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harps harping with their harps. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders. And no man could learn the song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth.
And that's what we out here doing, man. All right, we're singing that new song, man. Song of salvation. All right, that's only for the blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics. All right, we're singing the song of prophecy. All right, we're singing the song of this place being destroyed. All right, being destroyed by nuclear missiles. Okay. All right, and I gotta just to connect to that, you know, This is Psalms 149. All right, this is one of my favorite scriptures.
That's
all right. It says, "Praise ye Yahweh, sing unto the Lord a new song, and his praise in the congregation of saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with trembling heart. For Yahweh taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation." All right. And the key word in that is meek. All right. You must be humble. All right. And it says, "Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouths, and a two-edged sword in their hand." What's that two-edged sword, man? The scriptures. All right. You know, it says to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with feathers of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh. All right, and that's what we're out here singing that song, bro. You know, we out here singing that song of the Lord bringing his vengeance down on this place. All right, binding these people who had us in chains and in bondage. All right, putting them back in the chains and in bondage. All right, and raising up the true elect, man. All right, the real election.
And that's what's gonna happen, man. All you other nations, you know, all you other heathen nations, and the so-called white man, which go back to Esau, you're gonna be put in slavery, man, up under the true rulership, a true righteous rulership, you know. And our rulership, hey, for the heathens, you know, it ain't gonna be too bad because they're gonna be under righteous rule. But Esau, you know, at first you're gonna catch it, man. You know, we're gonna put the Lord's true anger out on you, you know, because our anger, you know what I'm saying, we probably couldn't, you know, imagine what, you know, like dashing the little ones against stones and things as such. But you know, once the Lord put his spirit upon you, you know, all bets off, just like the spirit he put on the so-called white man when he came and found the northern tribes, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
he would throw their babies up and catch them on the sword. You know, the Lord gave them that spirit. You know, so he's gonna give us that very same spirit in that day. You know?
And that's what the so-called white man, when he came to America, he had they used to have bets on cutting the woman's stomach open to try to figure out what that baby, what the gender of that baby was. They would make a bet to see if it's a boy or a girl. You know, cut their stomach open and make a bet about it. You know, but that same thing gonna come back to him because that cup gonna come double. You know, like we always say, you gonna drink that double cup. You know,
Real double cup.
That real double cup, man.
No chasing.
I got a precept. Psalms 2:8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. You know, and that's what we were saying, man. That's gonna be the Lord's anger. You know, because we just sitting here, we can't imagine, like doing those types of things. But when that spirit come upon you, you know, all bets off then. You know?
Won't be no morals, man. You know? Because y'all didn't have no mercy on us, we don't have no mercy on you. Alright?
Ezekiel 12:28. Therefore saith unto them, thus saith the Lord power, there shall none of my words be prolonged anymore, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord power. You know, none of these words gonna be prolonged anymore. You know, Esau, you're not gonna be that what they call it, a vagabond, a fugitive. You're not gonna be a fugitive anymore. You about to come to justice. You know, your time is up. You only had a short amount of time, you know. In Revelation 12:12, you know, you know your time is running short. So now you about to try to come down with everything you got because you know the Lord is about to judge you.
That's that great wrath.
You know? Revelation 12:12. Unless you had something. All right. Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. And he knoweth he only have but a short time, because the Lord set his bounds and he cannot pass. You know? So whatever the Lord say gonna happen, gonna happen. You know, you gonna go down, you gonna go into slavery because you gonna go back to that base man that you was that Job talked about. You know, Job say you was the basest of men, you was the fools, man. And that's what you going back to. You know, because your time is up. And it's time for Israel to be set up again. You know, you had your little bit of time, you know. You had your little wicked kingdom. Now it's time for you to go down.
Alright. This is Ezekiel chapter 25 and verse 12. Thus saith Yahweh, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended and revenged himself upon them, therefore, thus saith Yahweh, I will stretch out my hand upon Edom. All right, and that Edom is speaking about you so-called white people, all right, here in America. All right, this place is spiritually Edom. All right, it says, I will stretch out my hand upon Edom, and I will cut off man and beast from it. All right, there's gonna be no animals here. All right, it says, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the Dan shall fall by the sword, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. All right, like the Art was saying, he's going to use us to do that. All right, by the hand of his people. All right. And it says, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh. All right. You people are gonna figure out very soon, man. All right, who your maker is. You know, there's that saying, are you ready to meet your maker? You know, y'all really truly not ready. You know, because the Lord's gonna put the spirit on us to do some wild things, man. That spiritual power. You know.
Yeah, and that spiritual power is coming soon. Because that's what's gonna bring in a lot of elect. Once they see the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone and the Akim coming up under that banner, when they see them doing that spiritual power, a lot of people gonna believe and come in. And you know it's prophecy, so you know it's gonna happen. But you gotta have that faith and have that belief that these things are gonna happen. You know, because if you don't have that belief, you don't have that faith, then hey, your work is in vain. You know, like the Akim always say, you got to believe that you want to elect. You know, humbly. You know, you got to believe humbly. You know, Lord willing. Because a lot of people, they don't have no hope, man. Like what me and the Akim kept saying, you jakes are destroyed, man, for lack of knowledge. You know, but we bring the knowledge out, letting you know who you are, but you rejected it. So in that time, the Lord gonna reject you. James 5:1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupt, and your garments are moth-eaten. And that's what it is. These riches ain't gonna be nothing, man, because it's not gonna be able to deliver you in that time. The gods that you calling in not gonna be able to deliver you in that time. If you don't know the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, you will be destroyed. You know, and you got to be one of the elect, or you gonna be destroyed, man. You got to be out here doing this work. You got to be out here trying to your best, showing all diligence to make your calling election sure. You know.
saying, you got to make your call and election sure. All right, and this is 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 10. It says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your call and election sure. For if you do these things, you shall never fail, shall never fall. All right, you know, and I think the Ox brought out earlier that where there's no vision, I think it's the people fail.
That's it.
You know,
that's it.
And that's what has happened to our people, man. You know, we don't have no vision. You know, everything is week to week. Jake living check to check. You know, but like we were saying, you got to make your diligence to make your call and election sure. You know, we got that vision of the kingdom, and how we gonna get there is through our diligence. All right, through our faith, through our works. All right.
Yeah. All right. Amos 9 and 11. In that day will I rise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. And that's what's gonna be happening, man. You know, because Esau, when you go down, we're gonna be coming up, man. And that's what the Lord doing now, man. Bringing all the Akim out around the four corners. He building up the breaches of David, man. You know. And that's what's gonna happen. We all gonna come together, man. And that's when your kingdom come down, because this is the worst thing that Esau can see. You know, so-called black men, Native Americans, and Hispanics coming out here with Bibles in their hand, calling on the Lord by his true name, because Esau know that the Lord's name is Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. He know that that's the true name, because he know the Lord's name start with Yah. You know, he know that, man. But all the he try to hide all the records, you know, make it hard for you to find them, charging $100 for certain books, you know, because he know Jake can't afford those books, you know. Or he might even put the truth in museums. He got the Russian icons in the museums, but he know you simple Jakes ain't finna go to a museum. Right. You know you ain't finna go in there and look up these different things. But Esau, he do a diligent search, you know. Esau, when he do something, man, he do it to the fullest, man. He have all the history. He be real thorough with his research, you know.
You know, they say he's as wise as Daniel. You know, so you know, different things have been set up against us. You know, like the slave Bible. You know, and Jake still stuck in that slave Bible. You know, you can give Jake this Bible right here, he'll read you the slave Bible. You know, and that's how our people are destroyed. You know, Esau has put them chains on them, physically and mentally. You know, then he took off the physical chains, you know, and kept the ones on your mind.
That's what it is, man. That's why you still in bondage. You know, that's why you still in bondage. That's why this is Egypt, spiritual Egypt, man. Because this is the land of bondage now, man. You know. It really makes sense, really. You know, if you really open up and start listening to what the elders and apostles, great mills is putting out there, you will see that this is the truth. You will see that this makes sense. You know, because all the puzzle pieces fit. You know, all the puzzle pieces fit. All right, Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith Yahweh. You know, and it's a sinful kingdom. You know, you got transgenders, you got homosexuals getting married, you got kids being raped, you know, by the Catholic Church, little boys being raped, but nobody bring that out. You know. You got Jake's getting shot down in the streets and nobody saying nothing about it, you know, which is that judgment, but at the same time, that show you that this is that wicked kingdom, you know.
All right. Like you were saying, man, you know, this place has got to go, you know. This is Daniel chapter 2 and verse 42 and verse 43. It says, whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, there shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. And in the days of these kings shall Yahweh of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom that shall not be left to the other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. And that's that tabernacle of David. That house of David. It's gonna stand forever, as the art was saying. We being built up right now. All right, we rising up right now across the four corners of the earth to stand forever in these last days. All right, we just gotta be diligent. All right, I'm gonna bring this out too. It said, this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 12. It says that ye walk worthy of Yahweh, who have called you unto his kingdom and glory. All right, what is that? What is that call? That's that vocation, as the brother Samah always like to bring out. That calling, that's that vocation. All right, that invitation. We're giving out invitations to a wedding. Persuading men to come into this marriage. All right.
And that's the thing, man. We send out invitation to this marriage, but a lot of people don't want to come out and eat, man. A lot of people don't want to come to the marriage, So in that time, man, you can't say you didn't hear it. You can't say that you didn't know what Israel was. You can't say that you don't know who the men of the Lord was, because His word has gone out around the four corners of the earth, through the unicorn, because that's what's doing the heavy lifting, the unicorn, the internet. That's what this word is going out every day. You can get up and watch a video. All through the night you can watch a video. You can get this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All you got to do is have a YouTube page, man, and you can go in and you can hear this word all day. So you can't go in and say that I didn't get it, I didn't understand. Because the apostles and the elders are breaking it down every day. All right, Isaiah 41 and 14. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, I will make thee a new sharpening threshing instrument, having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains, and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff. And that's why the Lord say, fear not, ye worm of Jacob, man. Because we small right now, because we've been beaten down. But the Lord is going to turn us into that threshing instrument, man. Because He say that thy people shall be willing in that time, And that's what's going to happen. We're going to be willing in that time, because we're being built up now, like the art was just saying. We're being built up with this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. So when those calamities come, we not gonna be in fear. We're gonna know how to move. We're gonna call upon the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and have faith that He gonna deliver us. We're gonna have faith that He gonna give us food to eat. In the famine, when people starving, we're gonna have faith that the Lord is gonna feed us, man. We're gonna have faith that we're gonna have water to drink. Have a roof over our head. We know that, man.
As the art said, He's giving you space to repent. He's giving you chances right now. He's calling you right now. All right. And this is Revelations chapter 2 and verse 20. It says, notwithstanding, I have a few things against thee, because thou sufferest that woman Jezebel, which called herself a prophetess, to teach and seduce my servants to commit fornication and to eat things sacrificed unto idols. And that's what America does. This for lunch you eat pork, for breakfast you eat pork, and for dinner you eat lobster. It's a lot of abominable things. Just that are promoted as you know, good things, you know, like ribs. You know, our people love ribs, man. You know, but
and that's how Jake is. Jake will get their EBT, and the first thing they want to do is go to the crab house, you know, and get garlic shrimp, garlic crab, you know. That's their main thing, man. You know, and that's why you got so many different places, establishments like that all around the hoods and the ghettos, man. Because that's what they want you to do. That's why so many liquor stores around the ghettos and the places where that Jake at, man. Because he want to keep her in that low vibration, you know. And every time you have somebody come on TV, the first thing they have is a Jake up there, man. Because that's Esau showing you, talking about, hey, Lord, look at them. These your people. Look what they doing. Look what they eating. You know?
All right, and this is verse 21. It says, and I gave her space to repent of her fornication, and she repented not. All right, behold, I will cast her into a bed of them that committed adultery with her unto great tribulation, except they repent of their deeds. So that's what's going to happen, man. All right. And it says, and I will kill her children with death, and all the churches shall know that I am he which searcheth the reins of the hearts. All right. And I will give unto every one of you according to your works. All right. So that's why it's important that you come out here and do the work. All right. Or else you'll be in that bed, you know, fornicating with this land, you know, worshiping other gods. You know, you be doing that. But it's important that you know, walk worthy. All right. It's important that you humble yourself. You know, so that you don't taste this death, that your children don't taste this death. All right. That your family won't taste this death that's coming. All right. With these RFID chips and these nuclear missiles. All right.
Because that RFID chip is right around the corner. That's the next big prophecy that's about to come. You know, and the thing about it is everybody over in Europe, you know, they call it NFC microchip, near field communication. They already taking it, man. In Switzerland, they lining up to take the chip. They having chip parties. You know, they even doing videos about it, showing the needle going into their hand and stuff, man. You know, they already saying that, oh yeah, we're gonna be the biggest cashless society and things and such. You know, Esau promoting it so he can make you Jake feel like it's the next cool thing. You know, let you be like, oh, if you ain't doing this, then you not cool. You know, and that's what them younger generation. That's what they do, man. They want to try to push it off. It's like they doing the next new thing. You know, just like the different iPhones come in, they got to have every one of them that come. You know,
gradualism,
yeah, gradualism. After a while, before they realize it, they're gonna be already. It's gonna be. They really ain't gonna have to push it on them. They're gonna be willing.
Right.
You know.
You know, it starts with the phone, then you got AirPods, then you get the watch. You know, the next step is just, you know, we just gonna put this in your arm. You know, we just gonna put this, you gonna have your phone right here on your arm. You just have your card right here in your hand. You know, it's gonna be just like that.
Just wave your hand in front of this, it's okay. You know, you ain't gotta worry about, like, say for they were saying, like, your kid, you give him $20, you ain't gotta worry about nobody taking it from him. You know? But they don't know, man, like, that's what a thief won't. They'll put a gun to his head and tell him, hey, wave your hand in front of this, you know? But they trying to make you think that it's gonna be a help for you. You got all your medical records right there, you know? Your mom and your father get lost, you know? We can find them, we can track them down. And that's what Esau say, it's okay. You know, dogs got them, so what's wrong with us having? You know? But they don't know that's judgment from the Lord. If you take that chip, then you will be destroyed, man. You will be thrown into that lake of fire, which is those ICBM missiles, those intercontinental ballistic missiles. You know, that's what's gonna cause that lake of fire that your great-great-grandfather always talked about when you was little. We die by water, this time it's gonna be by fire. That's the only thing they quoted right in the whole Bible. Yeah. Ezekiel 33 and 30. Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from Yahweh. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people. And they hear thy words, but they would not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness. And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song, of one that hath a pleasant voice, and can play well on an instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not. And that's what it is. They hear us telling them, hey, you shouldn't eat crab, shrimp, and lobster. They hear us say, don't take the microchip. They hear us telling you need to come out here on these highways and byways and get this understanding, you know? And it sounds good to them, you know? They want to have spiritual power. They want to be able to walk on streets made of gold, you know? But they can't do what it takes to have that, you know? They can't turn away from getting a line up, you know, growing a beard on their face, you know? So it's just like it's a lovely song to them, you know? It sounds good, you know, but they can't do it. Because they can't turn away from this world. Because the Lord said, if you love the world or anything in it, then the love of the Father is not in you.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 7. It says, behold, he cometh with clouds. All right, and what are those clouds? That's them chariots, as the author was saying. All right, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierce him, and all the kindreds of the earth wail because of him. Even so, amen. All right, so that's what's coming, man. All right, the Lord is going to pierce the sky with clouds, with those so-called UFOs, those chariots, all right, and every eye is going to see him, all right, and every idle word that you spoke, you know, it's going to be held against you. It's going to be for your judgment, all right, and this is Matthew chapter 12 and verse 37. It says, for by thy word shalt thou be justified. Now, this is 30. I'm gonna start at 36. It says, but I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account therefore in the day of judgment. For by thy word thou shalt be justified, and by thy word thou shalt be condemned. All right. You know, we speaking from this oracle. You know, this is our word. And we are going to be justified in that day when he cracks the sky, all right. But you that blaspheme his name, all right, you're going to be condemned, all right. You got anything? You know, please?
No.
All right. So you know, hopefully that lesson was edifying. All right. We want to end off by giving all glory, praise, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakah, Kadash. All right, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who do well in this tabernacle of David. All right, shalom to the sincere Akim and Wafium out there pushing this truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. All right, and shalom to the angels that are witnessing this day. All right, shalom, Mawaf Bubal, Kwam Bakayar.
Shalom.